एक्चुअली मुझे थोड़ा आज म्यूजिक चाहिए था स्टार्ट करने से पहले, पर कोई बात नहीं, अब मैं ऑलरेडी लेट हूँ. So what are we starting with? दरवाजा बंद कर लो प्लीज. I've started. And जाके वापस आ सकती है ना कितने बजे तक?
पहले कोशिश करती है.
बेबी पोटैटोज मैंने मंगा लिया, उनको बोलो आके फिर बॉईल करेगी.
वो तो आपको बाद में चाहिए ना.
हाँ
वो तो
ठीक है. लाइव बाजे पे चालू है. Hi, good evening, and I am back. I know you all miss me, so I'm not going to ask you did you miss me, because मुझे इतने सारे प्यारे messages आए थे. और आज भी जब मैंने story डाली that I am back and I will see you this evening for our live. I got so many sweet messages. K, Kavita, Kaveri, Ritu, so many of you. Sorry I'm forgetting your name, but I have responded to a lot of you today on DM, and I always do. So it's so nice to be loved and wanted. And today I thought that I will do something जो जब मेरे घर में अगर कोई गेस्ट आते हैं ना, उन्हें पता होता है कि अगर फ्राइडे नाइट हम अमृता के घर में जा रहे हैं तो ये 2-3 चीजें हैं जो हमें पक्का मिलेंगी. एंड मैंने देखा है कि कई लोग एंटरटेन करने से डरते हैं, बिकॉज दे फील अरे एंटरटेन करना है मतलब बाहर से खाना ऑर्डर करना पड़ेगा, एंटरटेन करना है तो वी डोंट हैव द राइट एटिकेट्स, वी डोंट नो व्हाट वी शुड सर्व. So I have couple of principles which I'm going to share with you, and I'm going to tell you, give you some tricks also how to go about entertaining. पहली बात तो entertainment should not be looked upon as something that is a chore. Okay, you should always feel कि अगर हमारे घर में लोग आ रहे हैं तो how should we make it fun, exciting, and yes, प्रीति दीदी, done? Okay, thank you. ये पता है ना कौवे ने गाया. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So when you're entertaining people, you have to think कि अगर आप किसी के घर में जाएंगे तो what are you expecting? अगर आप evening जा रहे हैं, usually you're gonna have a drink. अगर आप dinner के लिए जा रहे हैं तो पूरी सिनेरियो बदल जाती है. लेकिन अगर आप drinks के लिए जा रहे हैं तो you don't want something very heavy. You want something light. You want something that you can easily pick. You want something that will not make you feel like अब मुझे सोने घर जाना है. You want a party, and party has many different connotations. Party doesn't mean like dang party. Party also means just chit-chatting with friends and having a good time, and making the conversation the hero rather than the food. Because कई बार क्या हो जाता है जब आप लोगों को अपने घर में बुलाते हैं तो सारा टाइम आप मेरी फ्रेंड्स बोलती हैं अगर मैं तुम्हारे घर में आऊंगी तभी when you will assure me that you're not going to be stuck in the kitchen. And that is why I have come up with these few things which I always put out when my friends come, because I know that they don't take too much of my time, effort, or my energy. Okay, so what all are we going to make today? I am going to say a quick hellos to all you wonderful people who've joined in. Hi Khushbu, Dhyan, Diksha, Vidhi Rajput, Tanya Datta Gupta. Hi, nice to see you. Priyanka, Swapnil, looking good. Okay, and this is like some 1,000 years old clothes, and what I'm happy about is I'm finally fitting into a lot of my clothes. So आज मैंने सोचा कि मैं कुछ अपने dresses निकालती हूँ और पहनती हूँ. So basically this is a dress, and then there's a little, a little top on it, and whatever. I can't tell you more than this about the dress. Thanks, Geeti, Fatima, Akshi, Rajput, Majesty, oh nice name. Ash, hello, nice to see you all. Ooh la la, it's Friday night, so should we celebrate? So what are we celebrating with? I'm going to show you how to get a cheese board put together. Okay, now people get so scared. अरे cheese board बाहर से ऑर्डर करना पड़ेगा, 1000 रुपए खर्च करने पड़ेंगे. नहीं, आप बहुत ही प्यारा सा cheese board अपने घर में organize कर सकते हैं, and you can spend as much or as little as you want. So I'm going to give you both alternatives. So today what cheeses I am using are maybe slightly on the expensive side, but I will tell you what are the cheaper substitutes for the same. Alright, so I'll show you what my cheese board looks like. This is the way it looks like, and these knives are not to murder, they are to basically help you either pick the cheese or cut the cheese, और अगर थोड़ा सा मोटा है तो slice it with this little fatter knife. Okay, so ये जो मेरा चीज बोर्ड है, यहाँ पे एक मैग्नेटिक पोर्शन है जिसपे ये चिपक जाते हैं, बट यू रियली डोंट नीड टू गेट अ फैंसी चीज बोर्ड. जस्ट एक वुडन फ्लैट प्लैटर अगर आपने ले लिया, your job is done. I hope you can, one second, I'll just bend it so you can see my cheese board. Today I have used my other now you can see it. Now this is a bowl, it's an extra bowl here, and this is another little container which I'm going to add my crackers in. And basically cheese board is like a canvas. आप इसके साथ जो मस्ती करना चाहे कर सकते हैं. You can add, you can subtract, you can add color to it, you can add mithas to it, you can add lot of fun things to it. So I'm going to start with a soft cheese. Okay, so I'm using Camembert. Now this is slightly expensive. Oh well, okay, it's slightly expensive, but you don't have to always have something like this handy. But अगर आप cheese board order करेंगे तो trust me आपको महंगा ही पड़ेगा. And if you just order this and play with it, it'll still be much cheaper. Okay, so this is Camembert. It's a soft cheese. You can even use Brie. That's another soft cheese. And if you want a much cheaper variety, you can even use feta. Just mind you that feta is slightly salty, so you have to just balance out the flavors with what you're adding to it. But a good quality feta will also be lovely when you're warming it. So I'm going to now warm this in the microwave. Okay, I'll show you how it looks. Okay, so I'm going to warm this in the microwave, but it's not just going to be served warm. There are going to be a lot of mazedar things that are going to happen. So I'm going to start setting up the cheese board, but uske pehle, okay fine, let me now just do with the cheese board only since I've started the process. I am just putting a pan on. इसमें मैं थोड़े से walnuts को caramelize करूंगी. So for caramelizing, I need some sugar. Okay. So now what does the caramelizing do? It just adds so much more depth of flavor to these walnuts and really makes it exciting. So I'm just adding a spoonful of sugar to this pan. Okay, जो मैंने गरम किया है, ये मेल्ट होने लगेगा और इसके अंदर मैं डाल दूंगी walnuts. Okay, and slowly they'll crispen up, they'll become sweet, they'll become really fun and exciting, and that's also going to be a part of the cheese board. So there are different components in it. Don't get confused. I will go over it slowly but surely. Okay, so in the meantime, let me put this in the microwave. So just for about 2 minutes. So ये अभी ठंडा है. All we are doing is we are just warming. So this is my Camembert. Brie भी ऐसा ही दिखता. So you can either use Brie, like I said, you can use feta. But I'm just going to put this. You can actually bake this also. पर मैंने जब इसे microwave करके use किया, I realized that the effect is just the same. So you save a lot of time and a lot of energy, you know. So microwave में just for about a minute and you're done. So I'm just going to dunk this in the microwave. In fact, I'm starting with 30 seconds. So यहाँ पे I'm melting some some chini. And अगर चीनी जल्दी से नहीं शुरू हुई melt करना, what you can do is you can just sprinkle some water in it to quicken up the process. Okay. So now the moment I've added sugar, see the chini has started melting. I've realized कि हर live में मैं एक word को लेके ना हमेशा अटक जाती हूँ. So that's quite a funny thing. Okay, I'm just going to see what the state is. It's already nice. I've just heated it for 30 seconds and I'm going to show you how. So can you see the steam? Just 30 seconds, not even a minute. So this has become nice and plump now and it's just looking beautiful. So this is my hero cheese. I'm going to put this in the center and यहाँ पे चीनी melt हो रही है. तो मैंने थोड़े से just a few walnuts, halves, I'm adding to the pan. Okay, just going to toss it with the sugar, just like this. I'm going to get the what's it called, the tripod closer also later. Right now I'm just going to let this be. And what am I going to do? I'm going to pick this up with my cheese knife. So gently, this soft cheese will come into the center of my platter. Right, so that is done. Good evening, Dylan. How are you doing? I am making our day rocking. I'm making your day rocking. Okay, good. I'm making my day also rocking. That's nice to know what is cooking. So today we're doing some party starters, and I am slowly revealing what all I'm making. So right now I am putting together a cheese platter. Okay, a nice fun cheese platter. And like I said, I'll keep giving you substitutes for what you can add and what you can subtract if you don't have. तो यहाँ पे साइड में मैं थोड़े से olives डाल रही हूँ, some nice green olives, okay? And that's going to make, because a lot of people love olives with their drink, and it, you know, it has a nice sharpness, little tartness, and it's so healthy, right? It's great fat, so this is always a very preferred side with a drink and for any evening. So here I have some beautiful green olives. Lovely. It's always in its brine, which I have removed. And here my olives are ready. Here my nuts are getting caramelized. Then I have some other yummy cheese. I have a cranberry cheese. So I'm going to use that as well. I've just taken it out of the fridge. I'm going to cut it into pieces. Okay. Handle it gently. So what happens is, in a cheese platter, a couple of things you have to keep in mind. You have to keep in mind that there has to be something sweet. There has to be something salty. There has to be something fun. And for texture, there has to be a bite, right? So that's where the crackers come in, the nuts come in, and everything just amalgamates together to give you a burst of amazing flavor, right? So I'm going to put this on the side, and I am just going to cut these out. This cheese, क्योंकि बाहर निकाल के रखा था, थोड़ा सा crumbly हो गया है, but no problem at all. This becomes my side cheese. You just topple it gently on one side, and it looks so pretty. Adds some color. Okay, lovely. There. Keep eye on my walnuts, guys. You're as responsible for them as I am. Alright, now I'm going to show you a very fun thing. तो ये जो मैंने गरम किया Camembert को, उसमें उसके ऊपर मैं एक बहुत मजेदार concoction डाल रही हूँ. No, this is not wine, but this is something like wine. This is lovely balsamic vinegar, and to that I'm adding some honey. So I have this very nice star anise infused honey. I'm using that, and I'm going to add a bit of that. Look at the star anise, it looks beautiful. I'm going to add that to my balsamic vinegar, and I'm just going to mix this. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to top my Camembert with this beautiful concoction. Okay, you can see it, right? Just a few drops, and it gets soaked into the soft cheese. Not too much, just a little bit, just a few drops. And here my caramelized nuts are coming together. Yes, how may I help you? And then I have this beautiful cheese which is already set, but I am not showing how to make you this because I want to do a video for this and show it to you. This is again a beautiful soft cheese with lots of pistachios on top, and you have to basically set this, and it's so easy you can't even imagine. जब मैं इसका video बना के आपके साथ share करूँगी, you will be surprised as to why you have been spending the kind of money that you've been spending. Basically, you need to use some soft cheeses with this. इसमें feta जाता है. आप पनीर भी use कर सकते हैं. You can use some sour cream with it, and you just bring it together and add whatever you feel like. You can add olives to it, you can add mixed herbs to it, you can add cranberries to it, you can add pistachios to it, and फिर एक mold में उसे set करना होता है overnight के लिए. And then next morning, ta-da, you have a beautiful block of cheese ready with you. Alright, now where are my crackers? So I have some crackers here. Okay. ये मैंने इनको खोलने के लिए बोला था और इस तरह से इन्होंने खोला है. Very bad, but that's okay. I am used to this. अब मेरा अगर हाथ कटा तो you're responsible. हाँ कोई नहीं, हाँ यहाँ से साइड ये टूटेगा लाइट हैंड से, हाँ और निकालो. सो आई एम पुटिंग सम क्रैकर्स. एक एक करके निकालोगे तो भैया रात हो जाएगा. हाँ काट दिया इसको. एंड आई वांट टू शो यू दिस ब्यूटीफुल फकाशिया आई मीन. मैंने बोला था ना क्रो ने कुछ खा लिया. जस्ट सी व्हाट हैपेंस. तो मेरे घर में विंडोज सब जगह हैं, तो मैंने दोपहर में इसे अच्छे से बाकायदा कूल करने के लिए रख दिया. आई फॉरगॉट टू शट दैट विंडो. एक क्रो महाराज आए एंड he picked out a bite of this, and my son came running, Mama, crow is feeding on your focaccia. I almost died. I came running down, but luckily it was just this side, so I can happily use the other side. But I wanted to show you, isn't this beautiful? तो इसका भी मैं वीडियो बना के आपके साथ शेयर करूंगी, because you know these things can't be made live because it requires a lot of process. It needs setting, it needs proving the bread and setting the cheese needs. So it's better that I make a video and show you. So I won't be spending too much time showing that to you. थोड़ा देती हूँ, हाँ ये भर देती हूँ. And then I will cut my focaccia and show you. इसको please साफ करके देना. नहीं मेरे को bread knife चाहिए, sorry. I need my bread knife, and I'm going to first pick this up gently. Beautiful. It's nice and light. And मुझे फकाशिया बनाने में इतना मजा आता है. It's so therapeutic. It's just so amazing कि मैं क्या बताऊं. So basically the way you do it is you cut it in the center and उसके 4 blocks बना के you can slice it. So I'm going to do that, and I have to just remember that जो crow ने खाया था उसे मैं side कर दूंगी. तो I'm going to just deal with this right now. इसे side कर देते हैं और ये वाला part ना काट दो because ये crow ने खाया था. Oh. Okay, my walnuts are looking great. And they have been caramelized beautifully. Now I'm going to shut it. तो जो actual crunchiness आता है walnuts में वो आता है थोड़ी देर के बाद, not immediately. हाँ बोलो. हाँ सिर्फ ये वाला हिस्सा. I'm just washing my hands. ये वाला जो कोने का हिस्सा उसको निकाल के फेंक दो. All right. Now I've got this side of the focaccia, and look at how beautiful it is. Look at the holes. This is the sign of a good, well-baked bread. Okay? So इसे अब आप slices में काट सकते हैं, या फिर मैंने olives डाले हैं, beautiful black olives and sun-dried tomatoes डाला है, and rosemary इसमें डाल के इसे बनाया है. Okay? So I'm just cutting a few slices, and I'm going to toast them with some butter. Okay, so just this much for the moment. I'm going to deal with this later on. And here you go. Okay. Now I'm going to use this pan to toast it. Okay, now let's add some freshness, some sweetness. Although my nuts are also going to be caramelized, but I'm going to add some black grapes to add that little exotic feel to my cheese platter. I'm just going to snip this little stem. Yeah, just this little stem, and place it on the side like this. And I want my focaccia, which I want actually a little toasted. So I'm going to wait, toast it and add it on the side. But you get the gist, right? How beautiful is this cheese platter looking, guys? Oh, आपको उल्टा दिख रहा है. यहाँ selfie camera में सब कुछ उल्टा ही दिखता है. Sorry. So my olives are hiding the rest of the cheese. So I'm just going to move it on the side to show you how. I did not add my beautiful walnuts. जिस पे इतनी मेहनत की वो तो डाला ही नहीं. So you just sprinkle a few. वहाँ देखती हूँ तो यहाँ गिर जाता है. It's better to use your hands. And some on top of this, and some just around this. Okay? Ooh la la, isn't it beautiful? And now when I add the olives, this is how it looks. A complete platter. Happy? Nice, isn't it? So this is the first thing which is ready. Of course, I'm going to add the focaccia to it also. I'll show you that as we go. Preeti, please, idhar aana. And here, I'm going to start with another one of my classics. Isko saaf karke de de, mere ko us pe na bread toast karna hai. Another one of my classics is herbed makhana. Now, I don't know if you've heard of this, but I'm pretty sure that you've eaten this without realizing how amazing and how healthy it is. Sorry, I need to wash my hands again because every time I touch the walnuts, it gets all sticky. So I need to just wash it out. So, you've eaten makhana, right? This is what makhana looks like. सबने खाया है. Fox nuts बोलते हैं इसे, lotus seeds बोलते हैं इसे, and ये बहुत 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 healthy होते हैं. And the best part about it, इसे खा के आपका पेट भी भर जाता है. आपको लगता भी नहीं कि आपने ज़्यादा खा लिया है. And of course, the guilt factor is not there. And the best part, it is so delicious. But on its own, it's very bland. Okay, let's face it. How can we make it exciting? हम इसमें 2-3 किस्म की चीजें कर सकते हैं. इसे पूरा इंडियन चटपटा बना सकते हैं. लाल मिर्ची डाल के, थोड़ा जीरा पाउडर डाल के, चाट मसाला डाल के, घी में उसे पका के, you can make a nice Indian chatpata fox nuts. But today, since I'm making an exotic party starter evening, I am using different kind of flavorings for this. Starting with some olive oil. Okay, I'm going to add some olive oil to my kadhai. Okay, and इसमें आप ध्यान रखिएगा कि आप जितना तेल या घी डालेंगे ये पट करके पी जाएगा. Okay, so you need to not worry about it because the idea is not to fry them. The idea is to coat them with these beautiful flavorings. Okay, that is the whole idea. I only like some. Yeah, sure. वो करके check कर लो. मुझे क्यों कम लग रहा है? So now what I'm doing is to this olive oil, I'm adding some chili flakes, and if I start sneezing, okay, please forgive me. Okay, so some chili flakes. I'm going to add some salt and pepper, which I cannot see. I see it here. Some pink salt, yeah, it's going straight into the oil, and I'll explain to you why. Because then it gets into the fox nuts, into the makhanas beautifully. Okay, so I like to add it straight to the oil, and then I add my fox nuts to this. Okay, तो अब जो ये coating होती है ना, वो बड़ी कमाल की हो जाती है. And to this we are also going to add some mixed herbs, which is going to make it even more delightful. Lovely. So you don't have to burn the masalas, you just have to add them in the oil. I'm going to bring this closer to show you how beautiful it's looking. And here are some mixed herbs. And you can go quite generous with adding of your herbs and all, because like I said, ये बहुत bland होता है and it's like a sponge. तो आप जो भी डालते हैं ना, ये बड़ी जल्दी soak in कर लेता है. Okay, so be generous with it, and I am going to bring you close to me to show you how this is all looking. 1 minute. Okay, I keep forgetting. There. See the colors and see all the masalas that you can see. Isn't it lovely? So this is the way it looks. Okay, now back to me. All right, and I have a fun way of presenting this also, which I'll show you. First, let me just place my tripod in a way that I know it's all safe. All right, so the cheese platter is happening. The pan is here with me. I'm going to move this here. It's not done yet, huh? Makhana ko thoda time lagta hai. So a lot of people, the mistake they make is that वो फटाफट पका देते हैं और निकाल देते हैं, लेकिन उसको क्रिस्पन अप होने में टाइम लगता है. And that is why it's really important that you let it cook on slow flame for a long time. Okay, not long time, but at least for a little while. Okay, so 1 second. Now I have some butter here. Actually, this is very exotic butter. I have some truffle butter. But like I said, आज मैं सब कुछ बहुत exotic बना रही हूँ. And मेरी टीम आज बोल रही थी, अरे ये मेरे घर का खाना कैसे हुआ? मैंने कहा ये मेरे घर का ही खाना है, because यही सब मैं prepare करती हूँ अगर मेरे घर में लोग आते हैं entertainment के लिए Friday night को. लेकिन आप रेगुलर बटर भी लगा सकते हैं. फोकाचिया आपको मार्केट से भी मिल सकता है. आप रेगुलर बिल्कुल सिंपल घर का जो व्हाइट ब्रेड है उसे भी यूज करके उसको काट के उसमें रेगुलर बटर, थोड़ा सा गार्लिक मिन्स करके अगर आप लगा देंगे तो बिल्कुल भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी. आप सेम इफेक्ट क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. सो डोंट वरी, लाइफ में एक्सोटिक होने के लिए ज्यादा पैसे खर्च नहीं करने होते हैं, जस्ट अच्छे अच्छे आइडियाज यूज करने होते हैं. ठीक है, सो दैट्स व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू यूज and I'm just going to toast these on a pan, and those are going to be added to my cheese platter. All right, so 2 things are done. Any guesses on what I'm making next? Until then I'm going to say quick hellos. Oh मेरे बाल कैसे लग रहे हैं? अभी मैंने धोया, लेकिन देखो ना कैसे हो गए. Not nice. But let me wash my hands before. I have butter all over my hair, so I'm going to clean that. I'm going to set my clip in a way that I am looking back to normal. I'm looking back to normal. Okay. Cooking karne samay to try and look good is quite an effort. Cheese crackers, Kaveri, Terrier. Hi, Kaveri. Nice to see you. Ideas are enough to make it exotic. Nancy, that is exactly what I was wanting to hear. And that is exactly what is true as well. Okay, my mother-in-law is also watching. Mama, she's sitting in Kunur still, where we went for a holiday, and we really had a great time. एक छोटा सा भी break ना आपको इतना rejuvenate कर देता है that मजा आ जाता है. Then you come back and you start working again with aplomb and with that gusto, and it really helps. So I'm glad that you all have enjoyed all the posts that I've been putting. काफी exciting news मैं आपको देने वाली हूँ थोड़े दिनों में. But I am very happy to see कि Toddler Tuesday का जो नया season मैं लेकर आई हूँ, everybody is loving that, and lot of people have gone and subscribed to the YouTube channel as well. So thank you, love you guys. Like I always say, subscription is free. It's Amrita, Raichand, Chef and Beyond. So if you haven't subscribed to it, please do that now. All right. So now, ooh, yummy. तो ये bread यहाँ पे रेडी है. हाँ, तो मैं बोलने वाली थी कि गैस करो भाई कि मेरा तीसरा आइटम क्या होने वाला है. गैस. Kanika Sindhi says, hi ma'am, you rock. Yes, and today is Friday night, so let's all rock. मेरी आज एक सहेली भी आ रही है. इनफैक्ट 2 सहेलियां आ रही हैं. I want to tell all of you कि अभी तक मैंने इतने सारी मेरी सहेलियां खो दी हैं. खोई नहीं है, but they're all नाराज with me because I don't go out partying. I don't meet lots of people even now because अभी भी वो third wave का जो स्ट्रेस है that is looming on our heads, and I think we still have to be responsible. तो एक दो करके मैं कभी अपनी सहेलियों को मिल लेती हूँ, पर वो मेरे लिए it becomes the highlight of my week because पूरे हफ्ते काम करके when I get to see my friends, it just makes me feel so good. So ये सारा खाना जो मेरे घर का खाना है आज सर्व होने वाला है. So third dish would be something with baby potatoes. Oh, I am making baby potatoes, but for my actual evening, अभी मैं नहीं दिखा रही हूँ only because मैंने baby potatoes आपको दिखाया हुआ है with herb dip, right? So इसलिए मैं नहीं दिखा रही हूँ. What I'm going to do in the meantime is just check how these makhanas are. Superb. Though they need a little bit of salt. No, where's my pink salt? A little bit of salt. Okay, and इसको धीरे धीरे होना है. अभी भी there is a little part which goes and gets stuck in the teeth. वो जैसे ही बहुत अच्छे से crisp हो जाएगा, that will go away. So that is your cue to know कि your fox nuts, your makhanas या क्या बोलते हैं lotus seeds are done or not. Okay, तो वो धीरे धीरे हो रहा है. यहाँ पे मेरे चिया अभी चल रहे हैं, बन रहे हैं, टोस्ट हो रहे हैं. आप इसको नॉर्मल टोस्टर में भी करके हार्ड कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. So because I'm adding it to my cheese platter, I'm going to make it hard. And also other thing, very common mistake that people make when they make a cheese platter, कि चीज को एकदम ठंडा फ्रिज से निकाल के बाहर रख देते हैं. No, cheese has to be served at room temperature. I mean not hot, but at room temperature because it has to easily melt in your mouth and be soft. And ये सारी चीजें अगर आपके पास नहीं भी हैं, आप रेगुलर प्रोसेस चीज को भी ऑलिव्स के साथ थोड़े से पाइनएप्पल के, जो हमारे पुराने जमानों में हम सर्व करते थे. इट्स सो टेस्टी. अभी मैं क्लब में ठहरी थी, कुनूर में, वेलिंगटन क्लब में, एंड दे स्टिल सर्व दैट लवली चीज, one olive and pineapple, and the taste of it is just fabulous. So don't worry कि कैमेम्बे होना चाहिए, पिस्ताशियोज के ये होने चाहिए, नहीं. आप रेगुलर चीज को भी डाल सकते हैं, थोड़ा सा फेटा चीज को गर्म कर सकते हैं, वो भी ज्यादा महंगा नहीं होता है. छोटा सा ब्लॉक खरीदिए, थोड़े से ऑलिव्स डाल दीजिए, थोड़े से रेगुलर आप कोई भी रेगुलर पतले पतले बेसिकली योर क्रैकर्स नीड टू बी वेरी थिन, ओके, बिकॉज चीज इज वेरी हैवी. सो दैट्स द कॉम्बिनेशन. मतलब इसीलिए आप बिस्किट नहीं यूज कर सकते, बिकॉज बिस्किट बहुत हैवी होता है. तो क्रैकर्स, आप राइस क्रैकर्स मिलते हैं, ब्राउन राइस क्रैकर्स मिलते हैं, आमंड फ्लावर क्रैकर्स मिलते हैं, अभी तो बहुत सारे क्रैकर्स मिलते हैं. तो इनफैक्ट मैं एक अच्छा क्रैकर आपको बनाना भी दिखाऊंगी. मैंने आई थिंक दिखाया है एक बार राजगिरे के आटे के साथ. एंड आई हैव ऑल्सो शोड यू ऑल हाउ टू मेक द इजिएस्ट क्रैकर रेसिपी विच इज मेड विद रोटीज. तो हम रोटी खाते हैं, जो रात को हम रोटी बनाते हैं, दिन में बनाते हैं, उसे बस आप छोड़ दीजिए थोड़ी देर, ठीक है. फिर आपको जब क्रैकर्स खाने हो, उसे तवे पे सेक लीजिए और उसमें थोड़ा सा अर्ब्स, थोड़ा सा ऑलिव ऑयल या कोई भी ऑयल लगा लीजिए, थोड़ा सा बटर लगा के उसको सेक लीजिए. क्रिस्पी हो जाए उसको काट लीजिए इन पीसेस. काटना आपको पहले पड़ेगा, नहीं तो वो फिर टूट जाएंगे. And that can be your fun crackers, okay? They can also be called nachos. They can also be called crackers. Roti nachos. I think I have shared this recipe, but that is again okay. Why I'm saying all this to you is, entertaining does not have to be expensive. It does not have to be out of your budget. आप अपने घर की basic ingredients के साथ भी बहुत अच्छे से entertain कर सकते हैं. All right. So I don't think anybody has guessed what I am making next. Please say my name. P.S. Sharma. Here's your name. Nice name. कोल्हापुर मसाला. You want कोल्हापुर मसाला? भेज दीजिए भाई. मैं तो हर मसालों को enjoy करती हूँ. Which butter did I use? I use truffle butter. ये मैंने रेडीमेड खरीदा था. लेकिन आप रेगुलर बटर भी ले सकते हो, और अगर आपके पास ट्रफल है तो उसे शेव करके भी डाल सकते हैं. डोंट, आई एम किडिंग. ट्रफल्स आर वेरी एक्सपेंसिव, सो जस्ट गिव इट अ मिस. मुझे भी एक गिफ्ट आया था तो मैंने यूज कर लिया, ठीक है. मैं गिव योर होम टूर. आप लोग ने आई थिंक मेरे घर का कोना कोना देख लिया. मैं हर जगह जाके अपने मंडे मोटिवेशन की वीडियोस करती हूँ, सारे रील्स बनाती हूँ. रील्स तो ज्यादातर किचन में ही बनते हैं खैर, लेकिन अब मुझे लगता नहीं कि कोई रियली हिस्सा बचा है मेरे घर का. किचन का भी टूर आई थिंक मैंने आपको दिया हुआ है. सो अब आप क्या पार्ट देखना चाहते हैं घर का? आई थिंक मेरी जिंदगी खुली किताब हो गई है. वाह वाह, शायरी भी कर रही हूँ मैं आजकल. Okay, Nancy, you made a day special. Oh, sweet. Hi from Canada. This is Nupur. Hi, Nupur. So nice to know that people from Canada also watching me. मेरे घर का खाना has truly become, something that I'm so proud of now, because so many of you are watching and इतने सारे मुझे messages आते रहते हैं that I'm so happy I came up with these series. Okay, thank you. I'm looking gorgeous. Butter brand, please. मुझे brand नहीं पता. एक बॉटल में आया था. हाँ, गया वो बॉटल. अच्छा, बॉटल मुझे लगता है वापस फ्रिज में रख दिया मैंने, थोड़ा सा निकाल दिया था. आई थिंक इट्स वन ऑफ फ्रॉम दीज डिपार्टमेंट स्टोर्स, फूड हॉल या नेचर्स बास्केट से आया हुआ है. सो सॉरी, आई डोंट नो द ब्रांड. कुकिंग मेक्स मी मोर ब्यूटिफुल. इट मेक्स मी फील मोर ब्यूटिफुल फॉर श्योर. यू आर फीलिंग हंग्री बिकॉज इट्स सो यमी. ओके, मुझे लगता नहीं. हाँ अनुष्का, कोई नहीं गेस कर रहा. बेबी पटेटोज के बारे में तो मैंने बोल दिया कि वो मैं रात को बना रही हूँ, लेकिन अभी दिखा नहीं रही हूँ. ऑलरेडी शोन दैट. Oh, I think I'm still very ahead of the spaghetti. No, see, spaghetti would not be a good choice for starters for a party because it is very heavy. Okay, spaghetti is something that you would rather have for lunch because उसके बाद खा पी के थोड़ा सो जाना चाहिए और उसके बाद डिनर नहीं करना चाहिए. मैंने 2 दिन पहले नहीं, मैं संडे को शेपर्ड्स पाई, सैटरडे या संडे, कल या परसों शेपर्ड्स पाई बनाने वाली हूँ. एंड मेरा वही प्लान है कि ये सब खा के फकाशा के साथ इट गोज रियली वेल. खा के पी के सो जाऊंगी. बट पार्टी में आपको कुछ लाइट सर्व करना होता है. सो व्हाट एम आई सर्विंग? आई एम डूइंग सम बटर गार्लिक प्रॉन्स. साउंड्स लाइक अ गुड आइडिया, राइट? सो लेट्स डू इट. आई विल नीड माई big pan for this. Not big pan, my big flame for this, because one thing that I need to tell you all about prawns is it's better to err on the side of undercooking the prawns than overcooking it. Okay, to err, not err. Okay, क्या होता है, ज्यादातर स्पेशली इंडिया में लोग प्रॉन्स को बहुत ज्यादा पका लेते हैं जी. मैंने तो बातें करना शुरू कर दी, पैन भी स्टार्ट कर दिया, बट आई नीड टू मैरिनेट दिस अ लिटिल. सो हियर आई हैव सम नाइस large size prawns. You can keep it with the tail on also, but somehow I like to remove the tail. Now I am adding some salt to this, some pepper. And why am I using my left hand? Okay, some salt, some pepper and some नींबू का juice. Okay. तो इसे मैं पहले ही करने वाली थी, लेकिन आप लोग से बातें करते करते मैं भूल गई. वैसे मेरे घर में कभी कभी मस्ती करती हूँ तो बोलती मैं भूल गया, तो वही आज हुआ. So this is one of the easiest recipes of prawns that you will see. बहुत ही easy है ये, but it is also one of the tastiest recipes that you will see. And like I was telling you कि prawns को आप जितना smartly पकाएं, आप अंडर को prawns have to have a bite. सबको लगता है नहीं prawns है तो ज्यादा पका लो, सी फूड है खराब होगा. नहीं, आपको पहले तो अच्छे prawns, अच्छी क्वालिटी के prawns खरीदने हैं. दैट इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. उसके बाद आपको उसे फटाफट कुक करना है. जैसे ही आप ओवर कुक कर देते हैं ना, वो जब वो ऐसे लपलपी हो जाता है, क्या वर्ड यूज करूं, व्हेन इट टेस्ट not chewy, because prawns don't become chewy, they become just soggy in the mouth. They have to have a pop, they have to have a bite, they have to have a plump look and feel to it, and when you bite into it, it should be juicy. Okay, so that is the most important feature of ensuring that you have made your prawns well. Okay, so I take a lot of pride in the way I make my prawns. I'm going to show that to you. And I have marinated these with salt, pepper. Now थोड़ी देर आप पहले करके रखेंगे तो अच्छा है, but we are ready to start. Lots of butter, lots of garlic, lots of parsley, which I'm going to chop now. I don't need the bread knife. I do actually need the bread knife. Let me just wash my hands once. Okay, so I need the bread knife to slice my focaccia. इसको मैं फ्रिज में रख देती हूँ, जिसका काम नहीं है. प्रीति प्लीज इसको जरा रख देना, नहीं तो ये बाहर पड़े पड़े खराब हो जाएगा. द रेस्ट ऑफ द चीज इज फाइन बिकॉज आई एम गोइंग टू बी सर्विंग इट इन अ वेरी शॉर्ट व्हाइल. इसको फ्रिज में रख दो प्लीज. ओके, सो नाउ दिस इज गेटिंग नाइस एंड क्रिस्प, एंड मैं आपको दिखाती हूँ ये कैसे हो गया है. It's become nice and toasty, जिस तरह से टोस्टर पे. बट इसको अगर आप स्लो हीट में जिस तरह से मैं कर रही हूँ रखेंगे ना, तो उसका जो माउथ फील है वो और भी बढ़िया आता है. So that is why I'm just leaving it on the flame and allowing it to get crispened up and hardened up. Okay, so here is my wok getting heated, and I am adding a little oil so that my butter doesn't burn. And for this I'm not using truffle butter, I'm using the regular butter. Okay, a nice big dollop of butter, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this. Okay, I think now I should bring the camera close, right, so that you can yeah, okay. Okay, प्रीति प्लीज इधर आ जाओ. सॉरी, इसको पकड़ना, मैं ये क्लोजअप में दिखाऊंगी कैसे हो रहा है. सो नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू इंक्रीज द फ्लेम. ओके, द फ्लेम इज दैट हाई, एंड एज द बटर स्टॉप्स foaming, आई एम गोइंग टू ऐड सम chili flakes to this. Okay, the butter had not stopped foaming, but I still added my chili flakes. But that's okay because my butter is getting nice and brown, so I don't want it to burn. Okay, so here थोड़ा सा पास, बहुत ज़्यादा पास भी नहीं. Okay, थोड़ा ऊपर. And now in go lots of garlic. तो अब ये garlic को हमें ज़्यादा brown नहीं करना है, हमें इसे just हल्का सा translucent cook करना है, just so that the raw smell goes away. Okay, you see how beautiful the color of the butter and the chili flakes and the garlic is looking. अभी इधर ले आओ मेरे पास ताकि नहीं, हाँ आ गए हम लोग, क्योंकि मुझे पार्सली भी कट करना है तो मैं इधर ही लगाती हूँ. फिर तुमको शायद आना पड़ेगा फिर से. इसको मैं गैस थोड़ा कम कर देती हूँ. And I have parsley here and I'm going to use a lot of parsley in this recipe. Okay. Okay. So now, come Preeti, please. That's very. एक मिनट. यहाँ से fumes निकल रहे हैं ना तो. Okay, now I'm adding the prawns to the mixture here. Come. कैसे आएगी लेकिन मैं को देख के. अच्छा ठीक, मुझे डाल लेने थे फिर मैं देख के आती हूँ. Adding. इसको लेके आओ. 1 second. इधर आ जा, साइड आ जा. Okay, now can you see that little fire coming right on top? Ooh, that is what I want. And look at the color of the garlic and the chili flakes. Wow, look at this. Isn't it amazing? क्या खुशबू आ रही है प्रीति, अच्छी खुशबू आ रही है ना. सच सच बता. ऐसे टेढ़ा नहीं कर, क्योंकि नहीं ये ऐसे सीधा रख. हाँ ऐसे है ना, बिकॉज फिर वो जब बाद में शेयर करेंगे तो फिर टेढ़ा आएगा. So now this has to be cooked only on high heat. Now at this point, wow, I'm loving this. I'm so glad you're able to see this, because this is what makes cooking so much fun when it all falls into place beautifully. Now just watch the color of the prawns, okay? And look at the way they are plump and they're looking healthy. They're supposed to look healthy, not overcooked. Just a few minutes on one side and just 1 or 2 minutes. So literally 3 to 4 minutes से ज़्यादा, इसमें ज़्यादा और time नहीं लगेगा. Okay, literally not more than 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, so I think now we can turn the camera. What do you think? So I am very, and garam bhi ho gaya nahi phone. Okay, the phone started getting heated up, I think, with all that flame coming. Did you enjoy that? Okay, now I'm going to see if I can show you more. Can you see that flame? It's still coming. And this is what happens when you toss it on high flame. And you have to keep tossing it. You don't have to leave it, because the moment you leave it, uska wo pura, pani nikalne lagta hai. You don't want that. You want it to be nice and juicy and crisp, like I mentioned earlier. So who's counting the kitne minutes हुए? And I'm going to eat it in front of you and show it. Also because I'm getting quite tempted to eat the hot prawns. Focaccia. Yeah, perfect. This is luckily on low flame, so jale nahi. This is also on low flame. All looking good, all coming together well. And can you hear that pop? I don't know if you can hear it, but it's popping, okay? And that is the classic good sign of a good sauteed or grilled prawn, whatever you want to call it. Now, that's it. 2-3 minutes हुए हैं. And before I end up overcooking it, after bragging so much about not overcooking it, I am just quickly going to chop in lots of parsley. In goes in lots of parsley, and I'm going to keep some for later as well. And I'm going to squeeze a little more lemon to it, just for that final finish. And then I am going to done. And believe it or not, that's how quickly it's done. Ooh, and you can't see me. All right, now time for the moment of truth. Look at this, how beautiful they look. And I am going to show it to you that it has been cooked. क्योंकि अगर आप कच्चे prawns खाएंगे तो पेट में तो जरूर दर्द होगी. And I'm sure you know that I will not do that to myself. Okay? So I'm going to. थोड़ा मेरा parsley उड़ के गया. Hot. Nice size of the prawns, right? Oh. I wish I could show you what's happening inside my mouth. But these are truly one of the best prawns जो मैंने अपने हाथ के भी खाए हैं. मैं सच बोल रही हूँ. इतना स्वाद बना है ना, and इतना perfect, इतनी perfect seasoning हुई है, and that lemon juice की quantity and everything is just, it's just perfect. It's just unbelievably amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna serve this in this beautiful. So इसका जो थोड़ा बहुत sauce नीचे है ना, there's nothing saucy basically, just a little bit of the lemon juice and the olive oil. What I like to do is I like to kind of, I don't know if you can see much, sorry, I think you can't. I got so excited about these prawns that I have forgotten to bring it in your vision. So I'm bringing it in your vision. Let me just clear my counter and make it, this I'm going to use just now. Okay, so this is my platter in which I'm serving, and I've added some sauce right on the base, okay? So that when people pick up the prawns also, they get that nice, it's not dry or, you know, it's that got that little juicy feel right below it, and it seeps into the prawns. One second, I am finishing up the final touches to my dish, and I'll show you everything all together. Just finely chopped a little more parsley. That little final touch. And what I would have liked to do, which now I don't know if I can, I would have liked to add some zest to my, oh no, sorry, I don't know where the grater is. Can I find the grater, girls? Please, can you find me the grater? So I want to add a little zest of lemon on top. हाँ? Grater यहाँ पे है? हाँ? कोई भी दे दे, छोटा ही साइज चाहिए मेरे को. मेरा zest चाहिए actually, पर वो दूसरे स्टूडियो में है. हाँ, perfect. Thank you. ये किसी का मोबाइल का है. So with the grater, आप ये हल्का सा नींबू ऐसे उसके ऊपर जेस्ट कर सकते हैं. पर when you zesting, you have to be very careful कि ये देखिए जो इसका white side है ना, वो नहीं आपको ग्रेट करना है, because वो bitter part होता है, and that will totally ruin the flavor of your dish. Okay, so very gently just okay. This grater is not going to work. You need a microplane for this. जो मेरे स्टूडियो में पड़ा है unfortunately. ठीक है, छोड़ो. You can actually peel and do it, but I'm not going to get into it. Never mind. Let me show you the way my prawns are looking. I think they're looking quite delightful, aren't they? These are beautiful parsley, lemon parsley, garlic. Oh, what was the name? Butter garlic prawns with lots of parsley on it, right? So this is the way it looks. And now let me show you the rest of my stuff. Let's, where are we showing them, Sanjana? Do we have our little turntable? उसमें हम डाल के दिखा रहे हैं कि ऐसे ही दिखाऊं, जैसे हम 2-3 चीजें बनाते हैं तो दिखाते हैं ना. ठीक है, ऐसे ही दिखाते हैं. यहाँ पे अभी जगह भी नहीं है टर्न टेबल रखने का. So we'll just manage with this. So I already showed you my prawns, which you can see. ये बटर वगैरह हटा दे यहाँ से please. So that I have more space to work with. And then my focaccia, which is now, can you hear? Can you hear how crisp it's become? That is the magic of toasting them on a pan on low flame, okay? So it's beautifully done. नहीं छोड़ तो मैं इसी पे दिखाती हूँ कोई बात नहीं अभी मैं just gonna cut this and make nice long sticks of this focaccia. Beautiful olives, black olives. I can hear you all girls and so can everybody else. Okay. Can you see the way I'm working on this? No, you can't. Okay. I'm just bending this a little before it falls off. Now you can see, right? Yep. So let these three be. They're looking nice and elegant. And this can go in later. And I want to bite into it right now. Did you hear the crunch? Superb. I haven't even tasted the focaccia that I made this afternoon. This is the first time I'm tasting it. Here's my complete cheese platter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these knives because I think they are blocking the view. And here you have some soft Camembert cheese, okay? Here you have my other soft cheese with pistachios, some beautiful green olives, my focaccia which is toasted, some caramelized nuts, and I had added a dressing of balsamic and honey. I've got some cranberry cheese, superb, some grapes, some cracker, and I'm too busy eating. So that's my cheese platter for you. And there was a third thing I made. Oh yeah, my makhana. My herb makhana, which I am going to serve like these. So I have these beautiful cones. You can get them anywhere. And if you don't have it, ask your children to make a nice colorful cone for you with the craft paper that they have. And ये मैंने बंद कर दिया था. So I'm presuming कि ये ठंडा हो गया होगा. I'm just going to use a spoon and I'm going to start filling these in. Not without having a bite of it. So two of my friends are coming over. One is Bhumika and one is Noor. So I am quite excited to make them eat all of this. Bhumika Chawla is coming and can you see everything? Unfortunately, there is not one way in which I can show you all three. But I think you have got the point and you have seen how it's looking. Of course, my counter is also looking a little messy today because of all this parsley flying over. इसे मैं साफ कर देती हूँ. Now what can you see? Can you see a clean counter and with lots of yummy things? Can you see this? Yeah, you can see these. Okay, of course I'm going to be sharing the picture and I'll be sharing the recipe. And for all those who missed the yummy prawns, butter garlic prawns, here they are. They're looking absolutely divine and tasting even better. And I think I'm done for the day. वैसे तो मैं और चीजें बना रही हूँ आज शाम की दावत के लिए, लेकिन अभी के लिए आपको दिखाने के लिए इतना ही. I hope you enjoyed this session because I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope there's some takeaway from this to show you that entertaining people is not a job, it's not a chore, it's not something that you need to call other people for help or you need to spend a lot of money on it. You can do it on your own, in your own kitchen, and you can do it beautifully. Alright? So don't have to worry. Hi Pavan. Arpita Das. Hello. See, today I took your name. Last time भूल गई थी. भूली नहीं थी. दिखे नहीं थे आप. But Nagesh, so glad you're liking this. Sorry if I don't get their names nice. Mustafa Qureshi, Loans, Madhura, Geeta. Sorry, I don't get these names right. Next time with your name right, I mean with your handle right, what name which is easy for me to pronounce. सबके नाम सिंपल होते हैं लेकिन ये जो हैंडल्स में चले जाते हैं तो बहुत लंबे लंबे नाम हो जाते हैं. कविता खेरेवर, आपका तो नाम मैंने पहले ले ही लिया. सो ग्लैड टू सी ऑल ऑफ यू हियर. एंड अगर कुछ नहीं समझ आया या कोई सवाल है, you know I'm always there on DM to answer them for you. And I know a lot of you have been asking me for tips on losing weight and stuff, so I will be doing a live soon on it. Obviously Monday के दिन ही होगा, but इस Monday there is a fun video that I'm going to be sharing. Okay, I'm giving away all the secrets. Shh, Amrita, Raichand, time to go. Time to say goodbye. Next Friday आप लोगों को क्या देखना है बताइए, suggestions भेजिए. Sorry, I know आप लोग काफी सारे suggestions भेजते हैं लेकिन फिर मैं वही करती हूँ. Thursday शाम तक मैं सोचती रहती हूँ आज क्या बनाऊँ. और इतनी चीजें, इतनी varieties होती है और इतने options होते हैं कि कंफ्यूज हो जाता है. कईयों ने डिजर्ट रेसिपीज मांगी थी, पर अभी बहुत सारे फेस्टिव वीडियोस मैंने बनाए हैं तो काफी सारी मीठी रेसिपीज आपको देखने को मिलेगी. तो इसलिए मैंने कहा कि लाइव में कुछ नमकीन ही हो जाए. एंड आई थिंक फेस्टिव सीजन आ रहा है तो कई लोग छोटे ही ग्रुप्स में करें लेकिन थोड़ा बहुत एंटरटेन करेंगे. तो आई थॉट इट वुड बी अ गुड आइडिया टू शो यू सम नाइस पार्टी स्टार्टर्स सो दैट जब आपके घर लोग आए तो यू कैन impress them. All right, so I hope you enjoyed today's session. Thank you all for joining in such big numbers and for loving me and for loving mere ghar ka khana. I hope I can keep entertaining you like this and keep sharing recipes with you like this. See you very soon. See you next Friday actually. Love you guys. Bye.